how do I preserve all these carrots? Hey folks, welcome back to the Rockin' Sea Homestead. My name is Lance. I want to welcome you to our channel. If you're new, thank you for joining. And today we're going to talk about trying to preserve carrots. So we picked our carrots the last couple of days, and they weren't huge. They're about this size at the biggest. But for our first time growing, we thought that was pretty good. I don't think we have enough really to freeze a big batch or to can a big batch. And I think we can just, if we can preserve them for like 2 or 3 weeks, I think we're going to be able to just eat them all and not worry about it. So we picked them a couple nights ago, and I put them in the refrigerator just like this in a little Tupperware container. And I've been trying to figure out the best way to preserve these. I looked online, looked on YouTube. I've looked everywhere I can to try to find the best way to preserve these, kind of a short term, 2 or 3 week, maybe a month. And I think I found the method. If you guys have a suggestion of how you preserve carrots for 2 or 3 weeks, let us know. We'd be glad to hear it. Leave those down in the comments. So while I was researching, like I said, I watched a lot of videos on this. And a lot of the videos talk about long-term storage, like if you have a cold room where you kind of, chop off the green part and you bury them like in dirt or sawdust or something like that. We don't have a cold room, and I don't think we have enough, or they're big enough really to do that. So we kind of scrapped that method. I saw a lot of people where they were dicing them and canning them, or dicing them and freezing them. Again, I don't think we have enough to do any of those. So the one thing that I found, and a lot of the carrot videos out there on YouTube are actually international videos. Not for sure exactly where they are, other than Asia in some sort. But what we've kind of learned was, if you cut off the green portion of it, the stem and the leaves and the grassy part, that stops any nutrients leaving from the root up to the leaves to help preserve that. So we're going to cut that off. We're going to actually peel off all the top coat of the carrot, chop off the bottom portion of it, and then we're going to stick it in water in a Tupperware container. And they say that will make them last for 2 or 3 or even a month in the refrigerator. So that's what we're going to do, and hopefully by that point all of them will actually be ate and we won't have to worry about it. So what I'm going to do is take the carrot, and I'm going to chop off this green part here in a little bit, but I'm just going to use it for me to have something to hold on to while I'm peeling these. And then when I get them peeled, I got my other container right here. Just going to chop it off just like that, put it in there, and just continue doing this until I got them all done. Some of these are pretty small. It was our first time ever grown carrots, but they're still edible. And so once I get them all peeled, I'll wash them one last time. And stick them in the fridge. Got me a little bowl of carrots. So I got all of our little tiny little carrots washed up and rinsed a couple times. And I got a little container of water, as you can see there. And I'm just gonna put a lid on it. But we got all of our carrots cut up, chopped up, and we're saving all of the greens and the peels. We're gonna put those out for the chickens or to the compost, either way. And we have our little plastic container here that filled with water and all the little carrots we have. We're gonna stick that in the fridge, and like I said, this isn't gonna last too long, but it's supposed to last for 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a month in the fridge. So if there's any left over at that point, we'll let you guys know what they look like. We may put that on our Facebook and Instagram, so those links are in the description. If you haven't checked those out, check us out. I'm gonna put this in the fridge real quick and I'll come right back. Well guys, that is how we're storing our carrots for at least hopefully a month. Probably it's gonna be a lot less than that. Those things are gonna be gone pretty quick, I have a feeling. But it was a easy way to preserve those carrots. And like I said, we researched this quite a bit to try to find a good way to preserve them in the refrigerator. And that's the way that it kind of seemed like everybody that was kind of doing it. That's the different bits and pieces of it that they said that had to be done. So hopefully you found that interesting. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, it'd be a perfect time to do that right now. The link's right down there. And hey, we would love for you to share this out with any of your friends and family that may like this content. And from our homestead to yours, have a blessed night, and we'll catch you on the next video. Bye.